me and they said, hey, we applied for this grant through a certain state agency. And they said, we got a letter back that said that it was one of the best applications they'd ever seen, but they also denied us. Can you figure out what's going on with that? I said, well, that's a state issue. And again, I was working for a congressman at the time. I said, I don't know what I can do, but I'll check into it. So I said, send me all the information you have and let me look at it. So they sent it to me and I looked at it. And I started combing through all the requirements and the statutes that govern these grants. And so I picked the phone and I called the agency director in Little Rock and I said, hey, I just want to visit with you about this grant. The school says that they applied for it. Y'all sent them a letter saying it was the best application you've ever seen, but you also denied them. What, can you walk me through this? Well, as typical in state government, you get a bureaucratic answer and a lot of fluff, and basically they can say what they're trying to say in 2 words, but they drag it out. So she kind of talks in circles. I said, well, let me walk through some of the requirements of this. So I walked through, I said, did they met this requirement? Yeah, they met that one. I said, this one? Yeah, they met that one. I said, so why didn't they get this? So I kept pushing the issue, and she finally said, well, we just thought the money was better spent elsewhere. I said, really? I said, because by your policy and by statute, you're required to make sure X number of funds goes to the 4 congressional district. Well, that's true, but we have discretion. And I said, well, okay, but then why do you have this policy? Well, we would like to, we'd like to make sure that it's evenly distributed. We have discretion. I said, well, what I'm hearing is you just didn't want the money to go there. And in fact, after a somewhat heated discussion, she basically said, look, here's the issue. We wanted the money to go to Northwest Arkansas because they're actually doing things up there. That was her direct quote. And I said, that bothers me because we've got a school that's an excelling school that you said met all the requirements, but you, someone in Little Rock, decided that the money was better spent in Northwest Arkansas. So at the end of the day, I know I'm short on time, but to cut the story short, they ended up getting the money because of that, and they actually got funded more than they actually requested. And so now they have a thriving STEM program, and they're doing some great things, and there's kids that are now getting scholarships to go to the college of their choice because of that program. So that's the importance of having a voice who's not afraid to speak out, who knows the issues, and can get the job done. So I'm happy to take questions.
We still have some time left.
Okay.
To take questions.
Sure.